Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, like we do every single week, we are gonna be talking about the trades that I took. I promise this is gonna be very short because the week substantially, has been very slow. And so we have 4 trades to review, if I don't wrong. Yeah, 4 trades to review, and only on stocks because I didn't take anything on Forex, and the other trade that was the long-term side of trading, the Citigroup trade, is still running, and we are gonna see that as well. But all stocks today. So for the ones of you that love stocks, this is gonna be a good video. So stay with me till the end. Thank you guys. Let's go. So slow week. Yes, we have another clack. I remember that we had another one of this clack trade, but I was wrong. Okay, nothing. So KLAC, SPRI, LUV, FPS. No, these 4 trades. So let's go. Okay, nice trade, nice context, nice pause. Nice entry. Okay, very, very, very easy. And the end was this one. The price just started to run. I put the break even and then, came back. Business. This was another good trade. The trend was good, the pullback was good. This one was even better than the one before. So this pullback, I really love this pullback because it was clean. Look at the sell-off, very clean. I didn't want to enter off these 2 because it was too high. Okay, for me this was too high, so I waited for another, let's say, entry setup, and I got position here. And this one, I didn't like the price action, so as you can see, when I have the runners or also the break-evens, usually the price starts to go and then eventually come back. But in this specific scenario, as you can see, we had a lot of weeks. Price after 4 candles or 5 candles will steal the break-even point. So in this specific scenario, I decided to move the stop loss to close the break-even. Sorry, to close the trade at break-even manually. Okay, so I didn't move, take profit or stop losses. I didn't put to break-even. I just closed the trade to break-even because I really didn't like what happened here. And yeah, this was at the end as you can see, the finale. Okay, was not good. Why that? Because I know that my trades tends to go, so when I see that there is uncertainty, there is no strength behind the candles and the price action, I usually tend to close manually and to prevent a loss, because I know that on average my trades tend, when are good trades, so when the environment is good, when there is strength behind the move, they usually tend to go. This was not the case, so I decided to close it manually. LUV, another real clean setup, another real clean context, and another real clean pullback. This one was good. Okay, very good entry at the EMA's level. Okay, so this one, I usually take trades that are a little bit higher on the EMAs, but this one was good for me. And yeah, this was a loss. And it happens because, as you can see, at the end of the day, let's say the trade was way above the EMA when it got tapped in, when I got tapped in. So this was a good trade, but it happens that sometimes price synced, and this is why. And this is oh yeah, it was the same. And this is one of that scenarios where price just tapped me in and instantly tap me out, because it happens sometimes. This is nothing crazy. You have a setup, but that setup is not usually always a break even or a take profit, because the setup is the same. So you have to be willing to take a loss in order to take a win. So in this specific case was a loss. And yeah, it was very long time since it's been very long time since the last loss, because the last loss was here on the 20th of May. Okay, so yeah, almost 1 month ago. So it was a good one. Okay, and the last one, FPS. This one, very good trade again. Okay, this was higher on the EMA. This was not the, let's say, usually the usual setup. The context, as you can see, it's less clean than the others because it's a lot more back and forth. But this is something that I'm testing, and I wanted really to get position because there was this kind of setup. So a sort of triangle, a sort of compressing price. So I wanted to take advantage of the strength behind the breakout, this one. And so I just was looking for a pullback after the breakout to look for a continuation. So this is why I decided to trade this context, even if it, let's say, was not as clean as the others that you are, used to seeing. And the was a break even, as you can see. It just, so the strength was there. So my idea was correct. The strength was there, but it tapped me out here with that candle. And unfortunately, this one is the one that run to take profit after taking me out with these two candles at break even. And yeah, it happens. It's something that I'm repeating every single breakdown that we do, but I have been a little bit unlucky in the last trades, because a lot of the trades that I took was break even, and the one that I missed, or some of the break evens or the losses that I took, was then instant take profit. So yeah, sometimes it happens, and I need just to figure out how to not take more trades, because we had a very slow run. Okay, but yeah, the market was not perfect because the QQQ was going down. It was one of those period in time where the, let's call it fundamental, were not aligned, because the QQQ synced, so was going through a reaccumulation. So when it's going through a reaccumulation, so when it is going through a reaccumulation, usually the major stocks go to a reaccumulation as well. So you're not able to trade. There are very few assets that are available to be traded in the right context. So I think that for this reason, the overall market has been a little bit slow in the last, let's say, month or weeks. So yeah, basically, I'm trying to do my best. Bit unlucky, but I will continue. We are still, let's say, in the challenge, in the trade put challenge. We are still in. We are always at the same level, so I'm not showing because it's the same level of the previous video. So if you want to see the level, just go to the previous video and you're gonna see the level. But basically the level is always the same, and we weren't able to move from that point. But that happened because there is some, it happens that there are larger break-evens periods or larger slightly loss periods in time. So this is one of those, and I'm willing to accept it because I know that my equity curve will grow in time. I repeat myself, I don't know if I will be able to pass this challenge because the drawdown is very high, because I made a lot of mistakes. So yeah, I could probably fail it, but it doesn't matter. Okay, at this point, it doesn't matter at all. Last trade was this one. Let's open trading view. And okay, so this is the last trade from let's say the last week, and we were there, if I don't wrong. So I managed to partial on 1 to 6 point something, 6.63. I managed to partial 50% of the trade, so the 50% is still running. I moved the stop loss here. That means that if price comes back, I will be tapped out at a total of more or less 6 or 7 RRs. So love it. Yesterday was a negative day, so I moved the stop loss under the most recent low. So I hope we survive this next week on Monday. I hope we survive. But even if we gap down or take the stop loss, I'm happy because I managed to partial, and it was definitely a good trade. And this is basically everything from today. As you can see, the context is always the same, just a little, little breaking down if you didn't see the previous video. So the context was good. As you can see, this is a really trending context. This was a real clean pullback, and this for me personally was a really clean entry. We have to consider that we are on the higher time frame, so it is normal that you see more weeks, because especially on the entry time frame, the daily, we have weeks and gaps, because basically it's all a 1 day, price action, the whole day price action. So it happened, it happens, sorry guys, that there are gaps or there are less, let's say, clean price action, but it's normal because you need to adapt, especially if you are going on the higher time frame. Yeah, that's all. Didn't take any forex trade, even if I have the account. I didn't take any forex trade, but I missed some really good trades on gold. Okay, so unfortunately I missed this one. Okay, this one, and I think was this one or this one. Don't remember, one of the two. Let's see, it was this one. Yeah, it was this one, because this one was not an entry. So this one, I missed this big trade, and I missed the start there of the this one. But this, as you can see, we are here. So it was really hard to spot because the context was not so good. It has just bounced off the 20 EMA, but was really unclear. So when I see situation like this one, I usually prefer to wait for 1 or 2 more candles on the context to let me see that the trend is established, and then lower on the validation. So step down on the validation to look for a pullback. In this specific scenario, this was really big trades, 1 to 30, something like that. But I missed this, unfortunately, because in this session that was 18 was Thursday. I managed to end the session at 7 p.m. my time, and this trade it was 8 to 8 p.m. if I don't wrong. Yeah, 2024. So 8:24 p.m. So I usually trade until my time 8:30 p.m. but Thursday I managed to close the session earlier, and that my let's say my how can I call it, the universe punished me. We can call it like that. So yeah, it happens sometimes. You have to be willing to miss trades, because you will be missing trades every single time. But yeah, when it happens something like that, especially on Forex, on the Forex account, that is a new, is evaluation, and usually it's something that moves not as good as the stocks. So when you have runners like this one, it's really a rare event, and it sucks missing these trades, but it is what it is. So yeah, basically this is everything for today, guys. Thank you for following me. Remember to subscribe to the channel, remember to subscribe to the Telegram. There are some changes that are about to be made, and I will be making a video on those changes, because there are major updates that are coming into the channel. So make sure to follow the next video, because it will be a really pivotal point, because we will be starting something very different that no one has ever done, as far as I know. And I think that it will be the best way possible to show you transparency and honesty. So stay with me. Thank you, guys, and we're gonna see, as always, next time.